Okay. The police might kick us off, but
The graphic nature, I can't really show the signage all that much. I'm gonna have to. That one's
fine.
Like the top, but
yeah.
I think a lot of people now are. I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Jake with CBS 11. We're out here doing a story.
All right, man.
Let me get your first and last name.
My name's Todd Bullis.
Todd, can you spell that for me?
Hold on one second. Hey, a little bit so I can hear you. My pastor. So.
Yeah, no worries.
Todd Bullis. That's TODD BULLIS.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a title, or are you representing any particular group, or?
Yeah, I'm an abolitionist from the Abolitionist Society of Little Elm. So I'm not pro-life. I'm an abolitionist. A little bit of a difference.
Okay. We've gotten some complaints, I guess, due to the signage. Said graphic in nature. I guess everyone has the right to freedom of speech and protest and all that, but they're saying that in front of a school, some of the signs are a bit graphic. How would you respond to that?
Well, I'd like the discussion not to be about pictures of the injustice, but the actual injustice themselves. Abortion, the killing of a baby in the womb, is the #1 cause of death in America, double that of heart disease, and I'm trying to expose this injustice, just like we expose child labor, slavery, civil rights issues, Vietnam War. All these things were done through graphic images. So we use graphic images because an image will say, speak 1,000 words, and that's why we use a graphic image. A lot of people haven't seen what an abortion looks like, so we show them what's acceptable in this town, in this city, in this state, in this country.
We understand that maybe some high schoolers could probably understand it. They've taken, some anatomy, some, classes that may have seen some graphic stuff.
Right.
I guess some of the parents are arguing that, small children may be in the car when they're dropping off these high school kids. There's a lot of people that this may be too graphic even for young eyes. What would you say to those people?
Well, I would say that I really, I do understand, and I care about how they feel. The issue at hand, though, is 3,500, 4,000 babies are being killed, and it's a hidden topic. So when these kids see these images and they ask their parents what these are, they need to tell them. They need to explain to them what it is. The most embarrassing, shameful thing is that this is happening, and these kids understand that it's wrong, but the parents ignore it. They actually support abortion in their apathy.
Is there a way of doing this, though, without the graphic nature? I mean, is there still a way to get your message across without maybe the total graphic nature of it? I mean, is there a way of doing that to achieve both protesting, informing, but doing it in a manner, I guess, that would be, happier or better with some of the people that are against the way you're protesting?
Yeah, well, the gospel of Christ, Jesus on the cross, the images that we have about injustice and about the cruelties that have happened throughout our nation's time have always used graphic images. The world would like us to protest anything Christians don't like in a way that doesn't affect them, in a way that doesn't impact them. Keep your religion to yourself and they're happy, but as soon as we expose the evils of our age, it upsets them. So we have to use graphic images. The pro-life movement has used non-graphic images and silent prayer for 40 years, and still abortion is the #1 cause of death in America. And, I haven't seen one person freak out over these images, whether it be a 3-year-old kid, 7-year-old kid, 14, or a high schooler. So I see people that get upset because they've had an abortion and it condemns them.
Playing devil's advocate, I mean, and it seems like you probably attend some kind of church or some kind of.
Yes, sir.
What if somebody was out here protesting, I guess, with secular signage and stuff that was graphic in that nature?
Right.
Kind of in the opposite, would that still be okay? I mean, that they were doing that?
Yeah, I definitely think it would be okay. In fact, I wish it would happen. I wish Christian churches oppose the evils of this age so much that the world actually opposed the churches. Right now, a church in this community or any other community is just a silent partner. It's a big club. It doesn't oppose any evil. I've called every church in this town and asked them if they do anything to help fight abortion, and all of them said no. Some of them said, well, we just don't have the money to do anything. Where it doesn't take money to speak out, to have the sermons, to reach the community, to be out the abortion centers, to be on the streets.
I understand a few parents have come out and protested against your protest with their own
Right.
signage. What is your response to that?
Well, they claim to be Christians, but they're really mockers and scoffers, and the Bible is pretty clear about mockers and scoffers. These people have come out and says, well, we're just trying to add some humor to the issue. We're just trying to dumb down your message, which they're opposing the spirit of the message, which is, look, we have this great evil in our community, in our state, in our country, and they want to make light of it. And that's part of the problem, the reason we have abortion here in our community and in the United States.
Is there any thought that you would dumb down your message, I guess, a little bit with the graphic images? Any change that you've over this last? I understand you've been out here maybe a week or two.
2 weeks. This will be the third week. Yeah.
Has there been any thought process that, okay, maybe I've shown it enough that, you know, maybe I could do something a little bit different? Is there any of that, or are you pretty much set on?
No, I've been doing this for at least 3 years with the images in front of high schools, churches, town squares, so we're just basically just getting started. But we have over 70 abolitionist societies throughout the United States, and 3 years ago we only had one.
What would you tell parents? I mean, what's your message to parents, I guess, that are upset about this?
Here's the thing: a moral opinion has no value, only moral action. So you can say you're against these images, but unless you do something to help stop this evil, it really doesn't matter. So, and I'm not sorry about these images. What I'm sorry about are these children that are being killed.
Anything you'd like to add that I haven't touched on? Anything?
Yeah, the whole reason for this is really not about abortion. It's about the great evil of our age. And Christ is the light that we're shining on this evil. And when we shine the light of Christ on this, we can see how wicked and evil we are as a people and how we need to repent as a nation. And if we can't save babies in the womb who are made in the image of God, how are we going to save ourselves from ISIS or from any other threat? We need to stand up, and we need to be the light and salt of the world, and we need to protect all human beings.
Do we have any follow-up questions? Is there any contact information that you want to provide us if we wanted, like a producer or somebody wanted to get in contact
Yes, sir.
and ask anything?
Yes, sir. You can call me on my cell phone, 805-404-4450.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Here's what I'm passing out to the kids if you'd like to.
Yeah, just show me that. Let's just kind of hold it up there. Anything on the back?
Lots of text, but
okay,
it's basically kind of this poster, but it talks about, you know.
Keep holding that if you would.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can turn these in if you want to just get this picture.
I'll shoot around it. You just
Okay.
do what you normally do.
Hey, thank you too. I appreciate the work you do. So.